What's up, everyone? This is another episode of Shilo Skate Spot. I'm your host, Shilo1. Today, we are going to put some rails on a deck. So I've got my board slide deck here. It's an 8.625 bipolar skateboards. I want to do a deck that's just mainly for board slides and slappies and stuff. So this is it. I'm going to do the method that I've seen on YouTube. I'm going to put some tape. Put some tape on the back of these. That doesn't work. Putting some tape on the back. Now, this isn't to keep them on in case the screws fall off. This is kind of gives it a little shock buffer, and it's mainly just for placement in the beginning before you drill any holes in your deck. So again, not to keep these on. This isn't designed to keep these on your board. This is only for placement, and I guess it gives it a little bit of a shock buffer, but not much. Okay, so I've got something that looks like that. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to cover the dude's face on the graphic. So, I mean, that's a little bit more than a quarter. Well, that's probably about an inch, right? I figure that's good. The board has some concave, so I want to make sure that the rails sit on the bottom of the deck. Because if they're too far out on the edges, I feel like, if the concave is going like this and the rails are out on the edges, when you're board sliding, you're still going to be sliding on the bottom of the deck because the rails are on the very outer edges, right? So push them in a little bit more, make sure that you're hitting those rails when you're board sliding, right? Right, okay. How are you looking? So I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of anal about this kind of thing. I almost want to pull out the ruler and make sure that we're all good. Something like that. So I figure I put like 2 pieces of tape in between each screw hole. All right, we got a little bit more tape on this one. How's that look? Something like that? this one. All right, we got both of the rails placed with tape on the back. I'm going to take a little bit of a measurement real quick. So we got the rails placed with tape on the back. Let's screw them in. I think that looks great. Measurements are correct. So I'm going to start these off with a power drill and then finish them off by hand. All right, everyone, and it looks like we're having some camera issues, but that's basically it. I still do need to tighten them down a little bit better by hand. Note to self, get your tools all situated before you start doing stuff like this. All I could find was my skate tool screwdriver, so I need to tighten them by hand with a legit screwdriver, but that's basically it. We'll see how these last. Tape on the bottom, and that's basically it. Those pig rails on my Polar 8.625 deck, and we'll have to start board sliding and see what happens. All right, everyone, that's episode 6. Look at my camera. It's freaking out. Look at that. Look at that wheel freaking out over there. Episode 6 in the books. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, liking, watching, all that stuff. Make sure to support your local skate shop and your small online retailer. I'm your host, Shilo1. That's it. Episode 6 in the bag. Thanks for tuning in.